What's going on, guys? Jordan and Michelle here for Universal. Today we're going to go over an instructional video of how to go through the bench press as it pertains to powerlifting. First thing we want to do is set our feet. Now this is going to be somewhat of a variant based off the federation that you're going to compete in. For the sake of argument, let's try and keep our feet flat on the floor. Now when we fall back on the bench, what we're going to want to do is be mindful of our position of our butt on the floor, or on the bench rather. Now a lot of people like to keep somewhat of an arch. One misconception out of the gate is going to be that the arch is going to be bad for your back. Now that's true if we're arching our back when we're squatting or deadlifting, but the fact that we're horizontally loaded on the bench makes the arch a relatively safe position, especially if we're getting some of that arch from our upper back and not an excessive curve through our lower back. So our feet are flat, our butt's gonna sort of be dictated on the position of that arch of the lower back, but again, something that's gonna wanna remain in contact with the bench the entire time. From there, we're gonna work up to the upper back, so how our shoulder blades are positioned on the bench. We wanna make sure that we bring the shoulder blades together, but we also bring them down. So think of the shoulder blades working on two axes. We can protract and retract, and we can also elevate and depress. We wanna retract and depress the shoulder blades. So that's 3 points. Then it's gonna be hands and head. So hand position, we're gonna make sure it's symmetrical. Now in most competitions, you're gonna have some contact with this ring here. So we can't go so wide as to be outside the ring and not have a finger covering, or come so close that we don't have a finger on the ring and nothing's covering. So find a finger position that's gonna be comfortable for you. What most people like is that when the bar is at the chest, it creates a 90-degree at the elbow. Again, this is all gonna come down to body preference. Guys and girls with stronger triceps like it closer. With stronger shoulders, people would like to go wider. Last is gonna be head. Now this, as we talk about the arch, this is where an over arch can actually become dangerous. If we're arching to the point that our cervical spine is flexed, that can actually start causing us issues in the neck. But what we want to do, if we keep a neutral spine, head on the bench, try not to lift off the bench if you can help it. Some people will tuck the chin in as the bar comes down to the chest. That's actually going to be kind of put us at a disadvantage, as we might dump the bar too low and lose that bar path as we go to press. We're going to have Michelle kind of take the reins on the bench now, and we're going to see kind of a conventional bench press and then how we can kind of make tweaks to that to make it more like a powerlifting specific bench.
Okay, so it's my turn.
So when you bench now, what's your express purpose? Like, what's the goal?
I am still working on my strength. So you did a really good job of tucking the feet all the way back, getting tension through the hips. So as the bar lowers down, we're thinking of really driving those heels into the floor. When you drive the legs into the floor, that force transfer as it goes through your upper back into the bench, the more opposition we can get, the more one-to-one opposition we can get as far as angles. So what I'm saying is the bigger arch we can get, the more we can use the counter force into the bench to press the bar away from us. The one thing you need to watch, and most lifters need to watch, is when you leg drive, again, it's a horizontal leg drive and not a vertical leg drive. The vertical leg drive is gonna cause us to raise our hips off the bench, which is gonna be no lift. One thing we're also gonna have to watch with the powerlifting squat is commands. So I want you to sit back again, just like you're about to unrack. So in powerlifting, you usually have a spotter handoff for you, so go ahead and place your hands. So count down whenever you feel comfortable. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
And so up and over, and she's gonna hold, the spotter's gonna unrack, and then the judge is gonna give her a start command, so go ahead, start. So once the bar stops moving on the chest, you're gonna get a press command from the judge, press. And then the big one that gets a lot of people is the rack command. So a lot of people, when they press, they think it's over, and that's a big difference between powerlifting and bodybuilding. In competition, in powerlifting, you're gonna have to wait for that judge to give you that rack command. So it's on until the elbows are locked out, the judge feels comfortable with the lift, he's gonna say rack, then squat. Kind of 3 points as far as commands go to start.
the press, and then the rack command that are going to kind of make or break your bench press in competition. So that wraps up the bench press component of the instructional videos for powerlifting. Make sure to reference the squat video we've released in the past, and stay tuned for the deadlift video coming up.